is Sigmund Freud? Sigmund Freud, born on the year 1856 and died on 1939, was the founder of psychoanalysis, emphasizing the role of the unconscious mind in human behavior. He developed the concepts of ID, ego, and superego, along with free association and dream analysis. His psychosexual development theory highlights the impact of childhood experience on personality. In Sigmund Freud's psychoanalytic theory, ID, ego, and superego are the three main structures that shape human personality. The ID. It represents instinctual and primal desires, seeking immediate pleasure without considering consequence, acting as a mediator. The ego. It operates based on the reality principle, ensuring that the ID desires are fulfilled in a social acceptable way. Meanwhile, the superego serves as a moral regulator, incorporating values, norms, and ethics learned from the environment, functioning as the inner voice that guides behavior. These three components interact to shape personality and influence decision making.
Now, let's talk about the core concept of Freud's theory, the id, ego, and superego. The video will explain how these parts of the mind work together to shape personality. Ever feel like part if you want to break the rules? Another part wants to follow them, and then there's a middle voice trying to keep the peace. That's Freud's model of the mind at work. It's split into three powerful forces. Meet the trio. 1. The id. Present from birth, driven by pleasure and instant gratification. I want it now. Example, a child crying until they get a toy. 2. The superego. Develops around the age 5. Acts as the moral compass. You shouldn't do that, it's wrong. Example, feeling guilty for cheating or lying. 3. The ego. The realistic mediator between the idea and superego. Let's find a smart way to make this work. Example, waiting your turn, negotiating, problem solving. Why it matters in education. Understanding this part of the mind helps educators and parents handle behavior better. A child acting out may be age-driven. A child always seeking approval may be under strong superego influence. Helping students build their ego equal helping them develop self-control, decision-making, and emotional intelligence. Classroom tip. Teach kids how to balance emotion and reasoning. That's ego training in action. The strength of Freud's theory.
One strength of Freud's psychoanalytic theory is its deep insight into the unconscious mind and how childhood experiences shape our personality. It opens new ways to understand human behavior and laid the foundation for modern psychotherapy.
The limitations or criticisms of Freud's theory.
While Freud's theory was groundbreaking, it has some limitations. It's hard to test scientifically since many ideas are based on subjective interpretations. Also, critics say it focuses too much on childhood and sexual rights and may not apply to everyone equally.
Our conclusion about Freud's theory is that it explains how the id, ego, and superego interact to shape human personality. It highlights the importance of unconscious processes and childhood experiences in our behavior. Despite some criticisms, Freud's theory remains a foundational concept in psychology. Thank you for watching and mabuhay!